My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter. I paint impressionist landscapes. They're impressionistic type of landscapes. I do a lot of stuff, but mainly that's my focus as of now, and I'm very happy doing it. And today I'm coming to you with a new one of my thoughts, little advice for artists and just people in general, creative types. We tend to suffer a lot with this, or at least that's the stigma. I don't think that it's us. I think it's just everyone. How to deal with self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of those things that goes together with how to deal with criticism, how to deal with an artist block. I've talked about those in past videos. Well, self-doubt is it's very interesting. I think if you have this a lot, if it's very pronounced in your work and yourself, the self-doubt thing, it's only due because it only happens because you are not doing enough. There's a sales term out there, pulling the trigger. You don't do enough. You're not taking enough action. See, when you don't take enough action, what happens is that you begin to question everything. Because when you take action, you can't question it. You're taking action, right? It's like you're gonna jump on a body of water or a swimming pool or whatever. You can't question it once you're diving in. I remember hearing this from a sales expert named Grant Cardone. He talks about this in one of his books, and I think he's spot on that. The more action you take, the less self-doubt you're going to have. Self-doubt is only the result of overanalyzing things. If the more choices you got, the more choices you got, the more you're going to start thinking, oh, well, this, oh, what if that, and it's great to have all those choices, and you want to have choices. I mean, that's the whole point of that's what we like to do as human beings. We like to have choices, but you got to jump. So you have all these choices, now you have to jump. Should I do this painting? Should I do that painting? Should I do a little horse, or should I do a landscape? If you're an artist or photographer or whatever. It comes out of not jumping, not pulling the trigger. Okay, you know what? That's it. That's my target right there. Let's go for it. Let's jump. That's where self-doubt comes from, according to me, according to my experience. I'm sure that self-doubt comes in many different ways, but if you're a creative, just do anything. Even if you're an accountant, a lawyer, whatever, I think you're not doing enough of that which gets you results, action. You're not making enough phone calls. You're not talking to enough people. That's where self-doubt comes from. You start doubting. Now you start doubting because you're not pulling the trigger enough. Anyways, I think that that's enough for that one. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter. Thank you so much for watching.